welcome to my channel. I thought I'd introduce you to my secret TBR. Okay, so I figured I'd introduce this vlog to you. For the next 72 hours I will be reading all red covers that I own, or at least as much as possible in the next 72 hours. I came up with this idea a couple of months ago when I thought about starting my YouTube channel, and each month I will be reading the next segment of the rainbow. So we'll go with red for this month, orange for next month, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, rainbow, black, grey, white and Christmas covers. So we'll see how this one goes. I don't have a set TBR, but I figured I'd go through some of these options with you now. I have the Broken Rules and Broken Promises duet by I.A. Dice, and I'm really looking forward to these. I've read the first book a couple of years ago now and never got around to the duet, so we'll see how it goes with that one. Next up we have The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This has been a booktube favourite for a while now. This is about a girl that inherits a lot of money when this guy dies, but she has no idea why he chose her for the inheritance, as she's nothing to do with him, and it's her journey trying to figure out what's going on. The family are not impressed at all, so it's going to be a bit of a minefield, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Next up we have book 1 in the Scythe Wielders series by Christopher Menino. This is about a girl who's training to be the next female death, but there hasn't been a female death in over 5,000 years. So this is about her journey into becoming the next Grim Reaper and trying to figure out what's behind this war, and there's dragons involved. That's all I know about it. I picked up this book a couple of years ago now. I did start reading it, then for whatever reason put it down, but I'm hoping to finish it in this vlog. Next up we have In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. This is a beautiful Fairy Loot edition. Gorgeous end papers. Beautiful. This is all to do with blood magic, royalty, and basically being ostracised from her family. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. Next up we have Sell Your Soul by Ali Vance. Been quite a while since I read this one now, probably a few years ago. Ali's a good friend of mine on Facebook, and she's an indie author. She has done loads of books now. I've proofread and edited for her a little bit, and this is all to do with secret organisations, mafia, assassins. I mean, what more do you need to know, right? So I'm really looking forward to my reread of this. Next up we also have Skandar and the Unicorn Thief. The next one is due out soon, so I'm more than excited to do a reread of this book. It is one of my absolute favourites, and I can't wait to delve into the story and reconnect with these characters. Next up we have a bit of an old one, which is Secret Admirer from the Fear Street collection by R.L. Stine. R.L. Stine is known for his Goosebumps series, and I used to love the Fear Street stories back when I was in school now. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this one. It's really short, so it shouldn't take me that long at all. It's about a deadly secret admirer that's sending to her weird letters and basically wants to kill her if he can't be with her, and no one can. It's one of those stories. And we have Dragon Mountain by Katie and Kevin DeSang. I really loved this series. It's one of my favourite middle grade series of all time. I adored the Dragon Mountain books. But I read the first 3 or 4 books. There was a new one that came out, and for some reason in the first few pages it just didn't feel like it was anything to do with the series. It was a book with the characters on how they were doing after their massive adventure, and just felt a bit disconnected for me. But I'm hoping to do a reread of these, possibly straight one after another, and I'll see if I can get into the next one. If I can't, I'm afraid I'll have to be DNFing it, but it's about time I finish the series. Then we have Big Nate Goes for Broke by Lincoln Pierce. These are really short, kind of half novelisation, half comic, and should be really quick to read. I'm collecting the rest of the series and I really enjoy them. So, those are my options. I may read all of them, I may read some of them, I may read other red cover books that I have. We'll see how it goes. It's 5 PM currently on Monday, and I'll see you in a little bit. Hi guys, it's now 11 AM, nearly on Wednesday. I'm sorry I didn't catch up with you before now. I didn't really have a lot of reading update. We've been having some building work in the house, that's why you can see I'm currently in the office. The bedroom's getting some work done, so let's catch up on what I've read so far. On Monday I read The Suitcase Kid by Jacqueline Wilson. This is a book about a child going through a divorce. She's only 10 years old, and the only way that she can cope is by speaking to her cuddly little Sylvanian rabbit called Radish. It is a middle grade and I used to really enjoy it. Currently came out at a 4 stars on Copile. Before I go on to the next book, I just wanted to show you these bullet journal stickers that came today. They are so cute. These are by the Planet Crypt on Etsy. And as you can see, little bills, self-care, goals, day off, payday, coffee, clean, and little calendars and little bats. And they are so gorgeous. Then we had another different sticker from Planet Crypt. Same style, same with the bats. And those are more specialised, and to-do lists. So cute. She also threw in some cute little stickers. Some bills, some vibes, little washi tape style, and little coffee, little skulls. Adorable. I'll leave her link to the shop down below if you'd like to come and check her out. Next up, I am currently 10 chapters into The Scythe Wielder's Secret by Christopher Menino. I'm really enjoying this so far. I think it'll come out as a 4-star on Copile, but obviously I haven't finished it yet. All depends on how it ends. This is a girl that's currently going through school to become a death at the moment. She lost a lot of weight and her family were really worried, and then a Grim Reaper comes calling for her. But she's the only girl Grim Reaper in over 5,000 years. She goes to college and she's ostracised because she's literally the only female there. There are older gentlemen down to teens, and there's a couple of mysteries going on in school that she'd like to solve, and she keeps having visions. That's something I didn't see coming in this. There's a war that's going to be starting with dragons, and it's got dragons, it's got death, it's got Grim Reapers, and really looking forward to it. Hopefully I can knock the rest of this out today, but I'm currently in the office because I do have some work to do, and we'll see how it goes. I'll check back in with you when I have an update. Hey guys, just wanted to catch up and let you know it's currently 11 at night and I finally finished The Scythe Wielder's Secret by Christopher Menino. I really enjoyed this. I ended up giving it 4 stars through Copile and I'm really looking forward to the next book. It wasn't as good as I was expecting it to be, but it still came out as a 4 star. A pretty low 4 star, but still a 4 star nonetheless. Anything above 3 is fine. I don't know if I'm going to keep this series as soon as I finish it, because I don't know if I'll ever reread it, but I'm still looking forward to the next 2 in the series. There was a lot of heart, a lot of mystery, war with dragons. There was many more races in this book, and I'm really looking forward to finding out what's next for our heroine. Also, as a side note, I'm currently wearing my new Nightmare Before Coffee pyjamas. Hope you like them. That's the t-shirt, and these are the pyjama legs. They got Jack's head on, they got some bats, and some ghosts. If you'd like a copy for yourselves or would like to see it in full, then head on over to Little Boutique. I will leave a link in the description bar down below. Hi guys, just a quick update to say it's currently 6:10 and have I finished the book? Have I heck? Even though it's only a novella, it's been one of those crazy days where I'm literally about maybe halfway through, maybe a couple of pages just beforehand. Even though it is a quick read and you would have seen some b-roll of the amount of illustrations that are in it, it's just been one of those crazy days, to picking up pharmacy meds, to my mother's internet going out. At least got to see some of the dog in the b-roll, and yeah, it's just been one of those crazy times. I'm hoping to knock this out in the evening though, at least. I mean, I've only got about 50 pages left, and just before I knock off for the evening to go and try and read some more, I thought I'd show you some of the little mini haul that I got today. First off, from Waterstone Special Edition, we have Legends and Lattes. It's the new cover, but if you see inside with the end papers, it's the old cover. Beautiful. And of course it's inside with the title page as well. And on the back there. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a bit of a booktube favourite and hoping to get to this one later on in the month. And secondly, we have the Fairy Loot Special Edition of They Both Die at the End. Look how beautiful that cover is. And that's the sprayed edges, with the block sprayed edge either side. And if we open it up and have a look, that is the quote on the front. and the quote on the back. The front cover looks like this, with the spine and behind it. I'm especially looking forward to this one. I tried a couple of pages a couple of months ago and couldn't put it down, but I did have other obligations and never got back to it. So I'm hoping that I can get further on in this story. And then lastly we have The Drift, newly out today by CJ Tudor. This was a pre-order. There's the spine and there's the back, and we have these lovely end papers as well, and that's the same on both sides. With plain black and red on the spine. I'm a huge fan of CJ Tudor. I've read a couple of books by her in the past, including The Burner Girls and The Chalk Man, which I highly recommend. They're two of my favourite books of all time, and I can't wait to get into The Drift. I don't know anything about it, but it was CJ Tudor, so therefore it's a one click. And that's my little mini haul for now, and I hope to get back into this book. Bye for now. Hi guys, just figured I would update you. It's now the next day, and I'd like to quickly run through the books that I read over the 72 hours. First off, I read The Suitcase Kid by Jacqueline Wilson. This ended up coming out as a 4-star read, and I really enjoyed it. I've read this a couple of times now over the years, and it still remains to be one of my favourites. It's not quite the 5-star, but it's almost there. The only thing that would have made a difference for me if there was a little bit more character growth with some of the characters, but other than that, it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. Next up we had The Scythe Wielder's Secret by Christopher Menino. Again, I really enjoyed this, and once again this came out as a 4-star read. This has a girl training to be death through a college. There's a secret society, there's different races, there's the dragon war. I mean, sign me up, right? I flew through this pretty quickly, and it ended up being one of my favourites of this month, I think. Again, it's not quite the 5 stars, but it's almost there. I mean, it did come out as a low 4-star on Co-Pile, but there were a couple of lulls, a couple of slow-paced bits which I think could have been sped up a little bit more. But other than that, yeah, it was a really fun read. And then the last book I showed you was Dear Dumb Diary, Let's Pretend This Never Happened by Jim Benton. The first time I read this, I really enjoyed it. It came out as a 4-star. Again, it came out as a 4-star this time, but it was slightly lower. So I don't think that I'm going to be keeping this in my collection, unfortunately, because I don't think it's one that I can reread over and over again. And I do think someone would benefit from owning this in their possession. This is about a young girl who's being treated as a bit of an outcast. She pretends to be in a sort of rivalry with this girl, Angeline. And things are not always what they seem. This reminded me a bit of the old Lizzie McGuire episodes and movie, and it has that sort of feel to it, maybe a tiny bit younger. But if you're thinking about picking this up, I would recommend. And last but not least, we did actually manage to squeeze another book on here. So I'm glad to say that I finished Big Nate Goes for Broke by Lincoln Pierce. This is part of a very big series. It has more than 10 books in it at the moment. I think it's close to 19 or 20 books by now. And yeah, I really enjoyed this. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. This actually came out as a 5-star and was the best read of this vlog. It has these really cute illustrations. It's partway between a novel and a comic. And yeah, if you think about picking this up, I really highly recommend it, and I'll definitely be finishing the series off as soon as I find the other volumes. So that's all we had time for in this vlog. So I'm going to wrap this up here, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!